Hey guys, it's me Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my May TBR. I have a lot of books planned to read, so let's go ahead and get started with this video. The first book I plan on reading is I actually plan on finishing Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. This is the third and final book in the Dark Artifice trilogy. Basically the Dark Artifice trilogy takes place 5 years after the ending of City of Heavenly Fire. And we follow the Blackthorns now, and that's all I'm gonna say. I have read 106 pages so far, and this book has freaking broken my heart. I've cried like twice already, but yeah, I'm actually really excited to finish this. The second book I plan on reading is The Elite, which is book 2 in the Selection trilogy by Cassandra, by Kiera Cass, and basically it is a bachelorette kind of book. Basically, we follow a girl named America Singer, and she lives in a world where you are ranked from number 1, which you are royal, to number 8 when you're basically garbage on the street. And America Singer is a 5. She is a performer, singer, and she knows how to work a couple of instruments. And with that comes the selection of the next king of their country, and America applies, and now she's there. She's actually in the top 6, and this is the book that I actually stopped reading at. I never actually went and finished the third and final book, but I'm looking forward to this. The third book I plan on reading is to continue on with the reading I just started, and I plan on reading A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is book 2 in the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. And it has been 4 months since the mysterious stone fell into Crow's possession. 4 months since he crossed paths with Delilah Bard. Now, while his own city is caught up in its purgatory and throes of a cross-empire magical competition, a once-lost London is returning to life, but the balance of magic is ever perilous, and for one city to flourish, another London must die. Black London fell because of magic like this. What horror would it bring to the Londons that remain? To the starving white, or the ripped red, or the defenseless gray? And I am just looking forward. I finished reading A Darker Shade of Magic actually last night, and I just remembered why I fell in love with it when I first read it. But now that I own the second and the third book, I can continue on with this reread, and I'm looking forward to it. The fourth book I plan on reading actually is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Schlotz. And basically all I know about this is basically 2 people get set up when 4 dead queens happen, and I'm looking forward to reading this. A lot of people actually enjoy this, and this was my first ever Owl Crate unboxing that I ever got, and I'm looking forward to that. I love how we have the deckled edges. But yeah. The fifth book I plan on reading is to continue on with a reread, and I plan on reading Crystal Storms, which is book 5 in the Fallen Kingdom series. So, as it says in the back, Amara has taken the Mythica throne, but she struggles to unleash the powerful magic of the single crystal she holds. Her many enemies are advancing, including Archer, her brother that she thought she killed. Jonas treks back to Mystica with his band of rebels and plans to overthrow Amara, but fate interferes when he runs into Princess Lucia and joins her perilous journey. Lucia has escaped the clutches of the unhinged fire god, but her powers are dwindling and time is running out to fulfill the prophecy written for her and her unborn child. Magnus and Clea are forced to test the strength of their love and trust for each other when Gausius returns to Mystica, claimed he's a changed man in search of redemption. As a storm brews and great darkness descends upon this kingdom, all will converge in the epic showdown that will decide the future of Mystica. And I absolutely love this freaking book, and I love this series so much. I am so happy that Sam over at Outside Tomes got me into this series, and I do own the 6th and final book, and it's gonna break my heart to read that next month. The 6th book I plan on reading, it's actually a reread, so I continue on with the series. I plan on rereading An Ember in the Ashes by Sabatier. I read this back in July, and I absolutely fell in love with this book. And basically, it follows 2 people, Laia and Elias. Laia is a slave, Elias is a soldier, but neither of them is free. Under the Martial Empire, defiance is met with death. Laia and her family do not challenge the Empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. But when Laia's brother is arrested for treason, she is forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she will risk her life to spy for them from within the Empire's greatest military academy. There, Laia meets Elias, the school's finest soldier, and secretly its most unwilling. He and Laia must he and Laya will soon realize that their destinies are intertwined and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire forever. I remember when I first read this, I absolutely fell in love with it, and I am happy that I kind of tabbed it up, and I will do some retabbing. But I do own the second book, which is called A Torch Against the Night, and I do want to continue on with A Reap at the Gate. And yeah, absolutely love Saba Tahira's writing, and I am happy to be doing a reread. The seventh and final book I plan on reading is to also continue on a reread, and I plan on rereading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This big hunker is the second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy, and I absolutely just freaking love this. Like, look at this bad boy. This bad boy, comes in at... This book comes in at 624 pages, but it looks so big because this was before she switched over to like the paper thin pages. And this takes place a couple of months, I want to say, after the events of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Feyre and Tamlin are now planning their wedding, but Feyre is slowly suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder from what has happened underneath the mountain, and Tamlin really just doesn't know how to support her. And so she reaches out through the bond that she has now with Rhysand to basically save her. And I just absolutely freaking love this series. So yeah, those are all the books. If you could see like that tower that's on this bed right now, you guys would be amazed. But those are all the 7 books I plan on reading in the month of May. I actually end school May 9th, which I'm actually looking really forward to. I do start working though, but I am only part-time at the moment, so I do still have time for reading and doing these videos. It's just right now the first 2 weeks are pretty hectic with school ending, finals, and training. But that is all for today's video. I will be leaving here 2 videos. Honestly, feel you guys should go check out. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys really soon with my Court of Thorns and Roses book talk. Bye guys.